Hello, my name is Joe Estes. I'm from McKenzie River Rafting Company. The purpose of this short video is to introduce you to the McKenzie River and how it may fill your needs in commercial advertising. The McKenzie River is approximately 90 miles long and runs in a westerly direction toward Interstate 5. Where we are sitting at this point is a mere 33 miles from Interstate 5. The river itself is crystal clear. The McKenzie offers a tremendous amount of diversity in its water and its campsites for what you may be looking for in your advertisement. It has areas where just shallow riffles that are a mere 6 inches to a foot deep can turn into slow-moving pools that are up to 20 and 30 feet deep, and also has areas of whitewater rapids. The type of boat that I am sitting in here is called a McKenzie River Drift Boat. It in itself is an interesting story in its history. This boat evolved right here on the McKenzie River in the early 1900s into what it is that you see today. Also, the other major craft used on this river is the whitewater inflatable boat. Either boat can be used for transporting your equipment. Many of the areas that we show you today are accessible by road, and other areas such as larger rapids that you may not want to use can easily be avoided by using put-ins and takeouts that are above or below these areas. Now as we traverse downriver, we will concentrate on showing you some of the campsites and some of the areas of scenic beauty as well as the whitewater rapids. One thing for certain is that in all of the rivers of Oregon, the McKenzie River is unsurpassed by its scenic beauty. Thank you. The area that I'm panning here is Innes Creek. This is one of the areas that we use for our lunch stops at times. Back in the trees is a nice camp area, and then there's a small gravel bar and sandbar out here on the front. Now we're looking downstream in the direction that we're going to head next, on down to a spot called Eagle Rock, right around the corner, which is another very beautiful location. The area that we're approaching right here is Eagle Rock. It has a nice little rapids right at the bottom of it that we can hear from here but not see very well just yet. Right across from Eagle Rock is a nice little camp spot that has road access. There's a real small road that comes to the trees where equipment or supplies or personnel can be brought right into the campground by vehicle. As we approach down here, we will go on through the rapids, and I will take a short strip of the campgrounds itself and also a better view of the Eagle Rock Rapids. We are now sitting right at the base of Eagle Rock. This is Eagle Rock Rapids that we're at, of course. Directly across the river from us on that gravel bar is the campsite that I had mentioned earlier that is accessible by road. This area is called Neal's Rapids. Down here on the right, you'll see the alder trees over on the side there. That is a small island, and there's a nice campground in there in those alder trees. We'll stop and take a closer look at it on our way through. This is the Neils Rapid camp spot. Sits back in the alder trees here. It's a real pretty shady little spot. This is looking back upstream through Neils Rapids, the small alder island that I mentioned where the campground was, and onto Eagle Rock, the large spire of rock sticking up in the background. This area that we're filming now is Silver Creek. There's a very nice camp spot right here in the trees, and this area is accessible by a boat landing directly across the river from us. This is a view looking down through Martin Rapids. This rapids is the largest on the McKenzie. It is a class 3. We'll go through here, and then when I get down below, I'll take a shot back up through the rapids. This is Martin Rapids that we just came through. Martin is the largest rapid on the McKenzie, as I mentioned. It is a class 3. Although this rapid is a class 3, it is basically just a fun and exciting ride for people. We bring people, even children, through here on a daily basis. And as mentioned before, this rapid can also be avoided if one chooses to do so by taking out at a boat landing upstream from this. Well, this concludes our very amateur video of the McKenzie River presentation. As I'm sure you've probably realized by now, our focus was on getting this to you as soon as possible as per your request. As you've noticed on the film, the size of the rapids and the number of rapids and campsites are very varied here on the McKenzie River, and I feel confident that whatever you need could be found here. Accommodations for yourself and your crew are nearby. At this point right now on the river, we're approximately 25 miles from the city of Eugene and Springfield. There are also a few lodges placed along the river that you could also stay at. Your opportunities for photographing wildlife on the McKenzie are good. There are a lot of osprey here that sometimes you can get action photos of when they're diving for fish, and blue heron and ducks, and then early morning and late evening provide some sightings of deer as well. We hope this has been beneficial to you. If we can be of service to you in the future, you can contact us at 503-747-9231. Again, I'm Joe Estes from the McKenzie River Rafting Company. Thank you very much.